Could overlooked evidence that turns myth into reality be lurking in the deepest corners of the internet, just waiting to be discovered? And how can we tell the faux from the real? I'm with Dr. Paul Robertson, the central figure in the documentary Mermaids, the Body Found, that exposed the mermaid conspiracy. Paul, what do you think when you see YouTube videos like this? Is there any merit to it?
Well, you know, I try to keep an open mind.
So you're saying you're publicly open to the possibility of this thing, for lack of a better word, being real?
Okay, given my own experience, you would understand I try to withhold judgment.
Come on, really?
Great.
Well, I mean, okay, I think I can go on record and say that this one's probably fake, yes.
So even Dr. Paul Robertson doesn't believe everything he sees?
No.
But seriously, how much of the footage posted on YouTube do you think is fake? Or let me put it another way, how much of the footage that you think is posted is real?
Well, it's very likely that there's at least some pretty convincing evidence out there already. Like the footage that was taken from the fishing boat in the Adriatic Sea.
From the documentary?
Yeah.
Can we cue that up to take a look at?
Oh, yeah, that one.
That video lived on YouTube for years before it went viral, just after the documentary aired.
Exactly. And I'm sure if YouTube existed at the time, the boy's cell phone footage would have made it there too.
I believe we've got that footage as well. Can we put that up on the screen right now?
That looks so fake though, the way like
It kind of does, right? And look at him.
It's astonishing footage.
My guess is that there are many other pieces of video evidence out there right now, and I'm sure that some of these wind up on the internet.
One of those clips might be the infamous footage taken near the oil derrick. I take it you've seen that.
I have.
And your thoughts on it?
Well, I think it's why I believe we can't immediately dismiss everything posted on the internet.
For those of you who are unfamiliar with this compelling footage, let's take a look.
looks like a video game.
Right.
That fish wouldn't be like that, it would have floated down.
Amazing.
Oh, it's still flopping though.
So tell me, this footage was actually taken by a remote-operated submarine, is that right?
I believe so. I mean, it makes sense, given that an oil derrick, that they're typically very far out in the ocean and often extend very deep to reach the ocean floor.
And so someone watched this video live as it happened?
Yeah, they would have to. I mean, I'm assuming that's why the camera tries to follow the action.
Whatever is piercing through that fish, is that what I think it is?
Oh, I think so. The same things have been found in fish in the open ocean before.
Spearheads?
Yeah.
So a spear hits this fish in the deep ocean. Do you think there's any possibility this could have been a human diver in this video, a spear fisherman perhaps?
Well, you can't rule it out entirely, but that would be a hell of a dive. A human would really struggle at those depths.
So you are deeming this as real?
No, well, I'm calling out what I see. I'd encourage people to judge for themselves.
It's all very intriguing, no question. Sit tight. We have to take another break.
Where they go?
Wow, that is incredible and unsettling, I'm sure. Paul, I mean,
That's a bloop. That's a bloop signature.
Torsten, you were told at the time that these were the sounds of pilot whales, right?
Yes.
And Paul, do you agree with that?
Those are pilot whales, no.
We were told that we impacted pilot whales, and that's why the sounds of the whales were different, because they had been affected by the sonar.
The IGS told you that?
Yes.
That's the Icelandic Geological Survey?
Yeah.
Yes, we were skeptical, of course, but we didn't argue.
We know that you have other footage that you want to show us, and we'll get to that. But first, tell us what happens. A couple years go by, then you have renewed doubts about that sound that you heard back in 2010.
Yes, one of my team members saw a BBC report on a documentary about this strange sound that had been recorded in the deep ocean, a documentary about the creature that made this sound. So we got a copy of the film and saw it.
You're referring to Paul's film, correct? Mermaids, the Body Found.
Yes, and now we know what the sounds are that we heard.
So you have that amazing footage, and this is from the first camera. When we come back, footage from the second camera. That's coming up.
I'm too scared to look.
Me too.